Russia has announced that they'll renegotiate on Syria. I guess that's a good thing, but it's worth pointing out that the war goes on. And it's not the normal kind of war. It's a war of obliteration. It's a war of annihilation. In fact, it's a war against children. It's not just weapons of mass destruction. It's weapons of child destruction. There have been very few moments historically where children have been the target, where hospitals and schools and homes have been so ruthlessly and brutally assaulted, and the children bear the brunt of the assault. And of course, the Russians and Assad use barrel bombs, which throw out incendiary pieces of shrapnel designed largely to hit, maim, and destroy children. Always children. And it's on my mind deeply because just yesterday the Amnesty International report indicated that over the past 8 months in Darfur, the province of Sudan, al-Bashir, the president of Sudan, was using chemical weapons against the dissidents in Darfur, as he has been doing over the last many years. So you have Putin on the one side, who is a thug and a murderer, and you have al-Bashir on the other, who is a maniacal war criminal, identified as such by the International Criminal Tribunal. And they're using chemical weapons against children. There are no words for that. You can't put it on the page, and I can't enunciate them. You can see it, you can hear it. The pain for the children as they die from the chemical assaults is staggering. I note that Ban Ki-moon, the Secretary General of the United Nations, in the last 48 hours has talked about war crimes in Syria and begun to raise these issues again. It's interesting how you start raising the issues in the strongest possible language as you see retirement looming over the horizon. Pity you couldn't do it in the previous 5 years. But I have a question to ask, and it's not only a question of Obama and Trudeau and Hollande and any of the other major leaders like Merkel. Where have some of the United Nations agencies been? Where is UNICEF? Where is the executive director of UNICEF? How is it that he hasn't called a press conference every day of the week to make of what is happening in Syria and Sudan and beyond for children the centerpiece, the cri de coeur of UNICEF's present existence? Why aren't a number of the heads of the UN agencies descending on the Security Council? They're all in New York, for heaven's sakes, and demanding an end to this assault, which has turned out now to make children the collateral damage of the madness. God, I just don't understand what's going on. That was last week. I'm Stephen Lewis.